The law.
It has always been a polarizing factor in our society. Some people follow it while others try to break it. But when some people are caught breaking the law, you better start your engine, as they will try to go as far as possible to reach their objective. Welcome to Top 10 Media, and today we're going to count down the top 10 craziest police chases. Got your taser and your car keys at hand? Good. Let's get started. Number 10.
Guy's in big trouble.
Suspect is advising kill everyone involved.
The media is still here in droves. The unit's, the driver's demeanor is extremely agitated.
Bus pursuit, San Diego, California. The way this San Diego bus recklessly zooms down the road, you might think that a movie studio was filming a new installment of the Speed movies. Armed with just a knife, this junkie tries to go for a lawless ride. After the bus drives over the spike strips, two tires blow out and the thief comes to a halt and surrenders. Things aren't quite over though, as an unattended police cruiser nearly rolls over the criminal and crushes him before being manually stopped by a cop with his body.
God, he's gonna ram this guy.
The man veers into another lane, ramming an innocent driver off the road.
Hey, boy, I think he just rammed somebody.
Number 9.
His 30-ton semi. Now the madman leads officers, including Anthony Hefferon and Joe Jenkins, on a terrifying chase.
Bel Air, Texas. A meth user, who hates what he does for a living, apparently couldn't take it anymore. He decides to take his 30-ton truck on a dangerous rampage along the highway in Bel Air, Texas. The 18-wheeler semi-rams through whatever crosses its path, including law enforcement vehicles. When traffic poses a dead end, the driver bullies other standing cars to evade capture. The police are forced to light up the trucker's ride and to put an end to his destruction. Number 8.
A factory-perfect Corvette streaks through the Arizona desert at 165 miles an hour.
This car has been reported stolen and so far has outrun the DPS officers for a good 30 miles. There's several big rigs in a row that he's going to have to negotiate somehow. He's passing the first on the right shoulder. Very dangerous maneuvers at these speeds.
Buckeye County, Arizona. This Corvette thieving driver looks like he's making the cops eat his dust in Buckeye County. After a few evasive moves at 165 miles per hour, he slams into the back of a truck that unfortunately isn't a Mirage. While the vehicle is obliterated, the driver gets ejected from the vehicle virtually unscathed. Factor in that he didn't even buckle up, and this guy might be, hands down, the luckiest on this list.
He's mistailing. Oh, there he goes. He's hit. He's hit. This car has shattered into 1,000 pieces.
Number 7.
I knew that I had the equipment to deal with the situation if I could ever get in a position where I could see and get a clear shot at David Arroyo.
Tyler, Texas. Bitter over a recent divorce, David Arroyo can't wait until family court to have it out with his wife. He brings up a loaded gun to Tyler, Texas courthouses and gets trigger happy with his AK-47. With 2 bodies under his belt from the shootout, including his ex-wife, Arroyo's rage clearly has no limit. When the suspect gets out of the car to exchange fire with his pursuers, the sharp-shooting copper fires and kills the target. 2 deaths and 4 injuries later, it seems the madman was hell-bent on not going down without a fight. Number 6.
Driver is tearing up the highway in a 20-foot limousine. Trooper Todd Bomer spotted the stretch Cadillac doing 120 miles an hour. He gave chase, only to have the shifty chauffeur try to lose him on surface streets.
Westchester County, New York. If you think you've seen it all, wait until you see how this driver gets his hand at a luxurious getaway. There must have been no problems to work the day a chauffeur in Westchester County decided to draw police into a high-speed chase in a stretch limo, reaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. After wearing down the engine, the limo driver resorts into a reverse luxury escape route and hops on the freeway, backwards. 28 traffic offenses later, the chauffeur was caught and had a surprise friend sitting shotgun. How he picked up a few good lawyers during his days in the service industry. Number 5.
Including the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. It was started, but the Del City Police, it looks right now like the OHP officer is trying to bump the back of that car.
Like they spun him out.
We spun out. Now heading backwards. There was a...
Oh, my goodness.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. This person has the lives of a cat. He's going to try it again.
They're going to try it again.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Cats supposedly have 9 lives, and after watching this video, we've come to the conclusion that Mustangs must have a few too. Dude behind the wheel evades the police for more than 45 minutes. They pull pit maneuvers on him multiple times, but he manages to get right back in the game like it was all happening on his Xbox 360. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have the cheat code for infinite lives, and eventually Homeboy's luck runs out. At least he compiled one hell of a highlight reel before the cops retired his top score early. Number 4.
It is a female driver, correct?
Oh, it looks to be slowing down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
it looks like she's slowing down. Maybe it looked like a tire piece or something like that came off, and now we're hearing that.
I think she just ran over that. I don't think that came off.
That may be the case. Yeah, 91 East at Green River. Okay,
so
watch
stop
this.
here. All right, now we're.
Here we go. Now let's see.
Oh, right, slowing down, and now starting right
And there
back
they go
up again.
Orange County, California. When the cops were chasing a female motorist in Orange County, chances are they were betting she would present them with multiple fake-outs of her surrender. This driver of the Scion XB, being pursued by the police, gave the cops a big headache with her little ride when she stopped on several occasions, only to turn in circles unexpectedly in an attempt to mislead her pursuers. At one point, she even gets out of the car and taunts police. After a few pit maneuvers, the cops eventually box the reckless wheelwoman in between 5 of their cars. She certainly knows how to go for a spin. Number 3.
The public by stealing a lumber truck and circling about the community.
He's been staying in the same general area, and he's been seen waving to people on the sidewalk.
Incredibly, many pedestrians are not only enjoying the show, they're actually encouraging the performance.
The cam ahead. One car is trying to back up as the truck heads across the median now.
A cruiser rushes forward with guns aimed at the semi.
Dallas, Texas. A lumber truck has to be one of the most inconvenient vehicles to steal, but this fleeing suspect has too many screws loose to be bothered with convenience. After cops fire their weapons at the truck, the vehicle catches fire, making the chase an even hotter pursuit. The lumber carjacker loses a tire, which turns his vehicle into a fireball from Street Fighter shooting down the road. When the lumber begins to fall off the truck bed, the driver almost takes out a school bus. The chase eventually comes to a halt when the perp begins to feel the burn of bullets the cops unloaded into him. Number 2.
The crazed gunman crouches behind the rear bumper and opens fire.
Missoula County, Montana. This Montana pursuit is pretty intense, taking us from car chase to a shootout and then back to a car chase. With shotgun shells flying, a cop suffering a broken leg, and a climactic ending, this chase scene is straight out from a movie. You know things got gully when the suspect ended up being sentenced to 11 life terms in prison.
Down without a fight.
And number 1.
Now this disturbed fugitive is on the loose with a 60-ton killing machine. Officer Jaeger and his partner hover high above the horror as the metal monster begins its rampage.
San Diego, California. What sounds more insane than a tank rolling through your hood? How about a tank rolling through your hood with a mentally unstable man operating said battle-ready machinery? That's exactly what happened in the city of San Diego in 1995, when Sean Nelson, an ex-soldier who had been diagnosed as loony, stole an M6 Patton tank from a National Guard armory and went straight Hulk smash on dozens of parked cars and other property. The authorities eventually caught up with Sergeant Slaughter here when he tries to extend his rampage onto the freeway. Luckily, there were no casualties left by the maniac's warpath. Did you like our video? If you did, remember to hit that incredible like button. We got more videos on the way, so keep an eye out for us. Thanks for watching.